What is the rat race? In plain terms, the rat race could be described as working really, really hard and sacrificing all of your time for a life you don't really want. Now, I don't really like terms like corporate slavery, but most of us are stuck in dead end jobs that barely keep us afloat. And when we begin to hate our jobs and our life, that's a problem. I would say what defines the rat race is chasing money over purpose. When people are chasing money and not freedom, they're not thinking clearly about what they actually want. I mean, do you actually want to be sitting in the office all day? Your sedentary off job creates a sedentary lifestyle, which leads to obesity. Obesity can lead to a shorter lifespan. Ultimately, there's more to life than chasing after money. I would say what defines the rat race is this feeling of monotony that gets us nowhere. You see, there's gotta be more to life than chasing money. Gotta think about why are you chasing money? To pay for a house? A house you can't afford and have to take out a high interest loan on? And I'm not trying to be a jerk, but how much debt do you have? Do you have credit card debt? Car debt, student loan debt? Taking on all this debt just makes it so you have to participate in the rat race. And then you just get to stand around with people talking about how much you hate your job. And the worst part is you'll become best friends with people who hate their job but will still backstab you for it. And listen, soul-sucking job will take all your time, and that is the worst part because you're gonna die soon. And don't get me wrong, you need money. It costs money just to breathe, okay? You need to learn to manage your finances wisely early on. You need to learn to control your need for material possessions early on. Or it won't be long before you don't own a car because your car owns you. See, being a consumer and buying all this stuff you don't need is one way to give up your freedom. If you're making $10 an hour, it just doesn't make sense to buy a $150,000 car. See, the main way to avoid the rat race is to avoid debt, because once you're in debt, you have to make money to pay it off. Debt makes you a slave to the system. It means you never have time for yourself, and then yeah, you eventually die, never doing the things you actually want to do with your life. This rat animation was done by some guy named Steve Cutts, and this music was done by me, Leon More Brave.